Hey everybody, Judy Seeger here, back with your masterclass. This is your Ozone Therapy 101, Part 8, your last module. And here we're going to talk about the ozone generator comparisons. Some of you will already have had yours, some are still looking. So I want to make sure that you understand the differences and understand how they're used, right? So which ozone generator is best? Well, you actually have a few choices, but here are the parameters. First, you have to have must-haves, right? You have to have an oxygen tank source, okay? So there's medical grade cylinders and there's welding type tanks, okay? Doesn't matter, except that you need to know that this one has to have, the medical grade has to have a prescription, right? If you have somebody, a contact or a doctor you could work with, that's fine. But typically, you could get these online on Amazon. You could get these at the scuba diving shop. You could get them and rent them from the welding supply company. Just always make sure you never ever tell them that it is for medical reasons, because they will ask you for a prescription, right? So all you have to do is just say, well, I'm ozonating my food or ozonating my water, and that's it. And they don't have to need to know anymore. Just tell them that's the way it is. Now, the other thing for the generator must-have is that it has to be a cold corona discharge dielectric. What that means is you're going to get a cleaner ozone coming out of the system, and it makes it safer and more effective, which is really what we want. We always want safer, and we always want more effective, right? You definitely don't want this. Now, these are really samples of air purifiers. These are what are used anywhere from casinos to hospitals to different venues. You want to understand that these are air purifiers to get rid of odor, which is fine, but this is not to be used for therapeutic value in the way I'm teaching you with the ozone kit. Okay, these are just air purifiers, very different. That's not what we're talking about. And also not these types. Now, this is very important because there's so many of these on there, the internet, and so many people tell me, oh, but these are cheap. They're only like $50 or $100. And I'm like, yeah, great. They are really worthless. They are not creating true ozone. They are not safe. They're really not going to give you results on any level. Now, a lot of people claim that they can be used to ozonate your water or ozonate your fruit and vegetables. Yeah, you can, but it really doesn't have much ozone output, because what is creating the ozone inside these machines? It is not with oxygen, and you have to have oxygen as your source to make the ozone, and this is not doing that. So don't waste your time and money on these. It's just something that these companies are selling to people who don't know, but now you know, because you have been through the master class. You know better than that. Okay, so what is your checklist? First of all, when you're looking at your whole kit, make sure that it is a cold corona discharge, meaning that's how the ozone is created in the ozone generator. Make sure that the system is ozone resistant, so that it doesn't emit any chemicals. What I'm seeing now is there are a few machines out there that they're not ozone resistant, that as the ozone is being created inside the ozone generator, it's emitting chemicals. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we're trying to get rid of chemicals in the body, and yet this machine is creating more? This is not safe. This is not good. Okay, so make sure that you look at that. Now, the other thing, it should be CE certified. That's kind of like the universal certification that you know that this ozone generator is really been looked over. It's got quality material, quality inside and out, doesn't emit anything. It's doing what it's supposed to do, which is to create pure, safe, effective ozone so you could get quality inside your body. That is really what that CE certified. So make sure as you're looking at these machines that it does say CE certified. Also look to see if it's universal voltage, because I know many of you are international, from England to Australia, New Zealand. I have people all over the world, And so make sure that it has a universal voltage system. Also, at least a 3-year warranty. I know some of them have more, but make sure it has a 3-year warranty and it has a money back guarantee, so that if in the first 30 days you say, hey, this is like a little bit more than I bargained for, I just find I'm not having time, that you could return it and you don't have any problems, okay? In my kit that I have created, because I've been doing this now for the last 7 years, and as a naturopath for over 30 years in my clinic, I have done my homework and I know what works and what doesn't. So I created a kit that has the ozone generator with the cold discharge. I have the ozone generator that is CE certified, and that the system does not emit any chemicals. It is a pristine machine, and I love working with it. I also, in my kit, I include the ozone regulator, all the tubing, plus here's the thing that really differentiates me from everybody else out there, is I have the 7-day detox challenge, that online course I was telling you guys about. It's imperative that you do this, because otherwise you're going to get reactions that are not necessary. And I want you to avoid those, feel great, and have great results all throughout. Also, you're going to get me, your expert, to guide you through this whole process through unlimited support via email. So I will personally email and make sure that I answer each and every one of your questions as we're going through this. But that's my kit. I include everything in there so that you know you're getting guidance from somebody who knows how to use it, who's been there, who's seen the results, and could personalize your program for what you need. Big difference compared to just go out and buy a kit. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I'm just telling you, when it's something new, it makes it 1,000 times easier when you have somebody who has been through it and could walk you through. Big difference, right? Okay, so what is the care and maintenance? You don't want to run this in a room with computers. It's very important that you make sure that if there are computers or any devices in the room, because the ozone, after a while, now it takes a while, right? It's not going to be like, oh, you have it for 30 days and oh, your computer's shot. No, it doesn't work like that. It takes a while, maybe up to a year even sometimes, but the ozone does corrode wires in the room, like your laptop, like your computers, okay? And don't run it in a closed room, okay? Always make sure the room is well ventilated, you have a fan going, all right? And then the other thing is you got to make sure that you refill your oxygen tank every few months, and you replace any worn tubing. I mentioned that in the other module. You don't have to. I've had mine for 5 years. I've not replaced it. Yes, it gets yellow, but it doesn't cause any damage or doesn't make the ozone ineffective, so you'll be fine there. And that's basically it. Okay, so if you haven't ordered yours and you're ready to order, here's the link. This is the link, gum.co. I know it's a silly kind of company name, but that's the way they have it. It's that's just, I have not, what could I say? It's a silly name. But they have been stellar. I've been using them for a number of years now. And it's a great way to order. Very, very simple. You just go right over there. But if you have questions and you're not sure, then go ahead and email me and ask me your questions. If you need to hop on a call for a few minutes, I could certainly get on the call with you as well. But you do need to set up an email time with me, and I can make sure that I answer all your questions. But the bottom line, my friend, is that you have watched these modules. Thank you so much for being on here. But the bottom line is to get an ozone therapy kit if it's the right fit for you. You're ready to work. You're ready to go to your next level in healing, and then just do it, right? That's the bottom line. You schedule your time. You get your things together. This is an all-inclusive kit. The only thing you need is your oxygen tank and to fill it, and that's it. It's very, very simple. It's not complicated at all. It's just that it's new. And sometimes things that are new get us a little bit afraid, right? So I'm here to guide you so you don't have to be afraid, and I could walk you through, and my team is very well qualified as well, and we are more than happy to talk to you, walk you through whatever you need to so that you could get set up and get going. And it's that simple. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll catch you next time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Take care.